Hello friends! Today I kind of wanted to just talk about, first of all, in my introduction, I failed to mention that there's a few things aside from my education that I'm going to talk about, and when I make videos about them, I'm going to do them under like specific headings. So you can like learn more about that. It's under the about my channel or about me, whatever, for my YouTube channel. So I have like a little explanation for each one, and I'm still thinking about adding a couple more, just because there's so many things that I want to do. But yeah, and then the other thing was I officially got like my YouTube, or not my YouTube, my Snapchat, my Twitter, and my Instagram up. So go follow me on those. It's Dear Dominique 57 for all of those. So yeah, go follow me and we can chat and be friends. That would be fun. I think I'm gonna talk about college today. A drop in the ocean. Random fact, I recently fractured my toe this past weekend because I dropped a giant shot glass on it. You know, that's always fun. It's very something I would do, so I'm not really surprised. It doesn't feel good, but I'm not surprised that I did that to myself. It's like a wishing for rain. College. So I just started at university this past year. I just finished my first year. But while I was in high school, I did something called concurrent enrollment, where my high school and my high school paid for me to take college classes for a community college, and all I had to pay for was books. So I got most of my gen eds done. I took like a bunch of things like psychology, English, math. So I came into my first year of university with like 36 or 38 credits or something like that. I don't remember, which was awesome because that saved me a lot of time and obviously money. But yeah, so that's kind of where like my college started. It started when I was in high school, and even before that, I was taking like other college math and a couple other classes while I was still at my high school, and then my senior year I was at the community college, the campus. So after that, I went to university. So now I am attending university. I'm majoring in neuroscience, with a concentration in behavior and cognition, and then I'm also minoring in general sociology. So there's a lot going on, which is kind of crazy, but I'm super excited about it. So my first semester, I have it written down right here, so if I look down, that's why. I took biology. I took Gen Chem 1. I took a sociology class, which was race and ethnic issues. And then I took a seminar. And my biology and chemistry class had a lab, and chemistry had a recitation. So I think I was taking like 17 credits first semester. And then semester 2, I took, what did I take semester 2? Semester 2, I took genetics. I took Gen Chem 2, both of those with lab. I took psychology. Here, let's see. Oh, and a history class. And there was something else that was kind of trivial, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and then both semesters I took a class for a learning community I was in. So yeah, so I think both semesters I had like 16 or 17 credits, which is kind of crazy, but the most stressful thing was, it depends. Like for first semester, just definitely getting into chemistry and trying to figure out how the heck to do it was really, really hard. So that was rough. But second semester, I had a better feel of like how to college, because I didn't know how to college. Well, despite having like done a first year at community college, it was way different than university, and not for like the living reasons, like for just living alone, or not alone, but living like without my parents, not living at home and stuff like that. Like that didn't really affect me at all. It was really like just the difference in how like university is compared to community college. So that was stressful, but I figured that out first semester, and then second semester, just like the intensity of the class I was taking, like genetics was ridiculously hard. That was a combination of different things, but so genetics was hard, and then chemistry obviously was hard, and I passed it, but unfortunately didn't pass it like well enough for my major, so I'm gonna have to retake Gen Chem 2, which really sucks, but I'm not as upset about it as I was before, just because I think if I take it again, it'll help me to, if I take chemistry again, I'll learn it better, which will like help me in the long run, instead of just like having an average or subpar like knowledge of it and then going to med school and that affecting me, which I don't know how much it'll affect me. Obviously I can't say because I'm not there at this point, but I think, yeah, I'm not as upset about it as I was. So that is like what I did the first year of college. It was kind of crazy. There was a lot of like other stuff going on too, because I was also involved in a program called Triunfo, and basically it was a tutoring program, and they brought like bussed in kids, and they bussed in kids from like neighboring elementary schools, and then we tutored them for a few hours once a week, and it was so fun. It was so fun. I just absolutely loved getting to know my kid. He was so sweet and so funny, and getting to see him every week was always a highlight of my week. In my last video about shadowing a doctor, I talked about how I had gotten discouraged at the end of this year, because so for my genetics lab, for my second semester, that was the class I worked the hardest in. Like every single time anyone would ask me what homework I was doing, what I was studying, what I was working on, it was always for that lab. And so I worked really, really hard for that lab, and all semester I managed to maintain an A, and then at the end of the semester we took our final, which dropped me down to like an 89 point something. So I thought I was going to get a B, and I was absolutely devastated, just because I had worked so hard, and to get a B was kind of like a slap in the face, especially because it was so close to an A. I ended up getting an A minus. Thank you, Jesus. But yeah, so anyways, during that time I was really, really discouraged, because I knew I wasn't going to pass chemistry well enough for my major. And so my GPA for someone planning on going to medicine was pretty low. It was I think it was like a 3.1 something. It was between a 3.1 and a 3.2, which was, for most people, is pretty good. But for me, just considering like in high school, I graduated third in my class, and like I had always done well in school, so like doing that poorly was kind of like shocking for me, and like I was upset with myself for letting myself like slack off, or for not doing as well. And so and with chemistry being something I struggled with so much, I had a lot of doubts for the end of my second semester about, is it even possible for me to go into medicine? Do I even want to do it if it has to do with chemistry? If this is this much work, like, is this really what I want to do? Do I love it enough? And aside from, even if I do love it as much as with all my heart, like, how can I get to where I'm trying to go with where I'm at right now, with these grades that are completely subpar in comparison to where I'm trying to be, and stuff like that. So I was really, really discouraged, and I had a lot of doubts, and I didn't really quite know like what to do or like where to turn. And so my dad had one of my uncles who has gone through the process of going in, like applying to medical school and being a doctor and all that kind of stuff. He had one of my uncles call me and just walk me through it and saying that basically, for as far as my grades go, yeah, I do need to get them up, but it's not like there's a lot more that they take into consideration besides just grades. And that was something I really needed to hear, because I had been putting so much pressure on myself to do well in school, and for me to fall short, it was just devastating to me. Like, I'll never be able to reach my dreams because of how sucky I did in school. And it's not like that. And so that kind of gave me a little bit of reassurance. And then after that, like the school year ended and everything, and and then I was able to shadow a pediatrician, which is what I want to do. I want to go into pediatrics. I was able to shadow him, and just spending the day in the office with all of the staff and being able to see all the patients and all the little babies and the kids growing up and their smiling faces, just like because most of them, we saw that they were healthy. It was just like, it was kind of a wake-up call, but also just like a kick in the butt. This is exactly where I want to be and exactly what I want to do. So that means I need to work so hard. It needs to work twice as hard as I was working before to get there, if that's what that means, because it's everything I want to do and more. And so, I don't know, it was kind of just like the little kick in the butt I needed to get started, and not get started, but to like kick my game up and just know where I want to be and know what I want to do. And so, yeah, so that's basically where I am as far as school and all things education. And it's just crazy to me how far I've come, like how much I grew the year that I was at college. I think I might start a series about like going to college, just because I know when I was like a senior in high school, or like the summer before I went to college, like I was like on YouTube like almost every single day looking for people talking about school and like what it was like. And I found those kind of videos helpful, and I know everybody's experience is different, and although there's a lot of similar things that I would say to other people I've seen in the past, there's a lot of stuff that I would say differently, and I think it might be helpful to somebody, so who knows. We'll see if I should do it. I think that's the end of this video. If you like it, please like it. If you feel compelled to give me any other advice you think I could use for going into college, comment it below. If you think I should do a college series, comment below. And subscribe. I'm really happy that my channel is growing so quickly. At least to me, I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. So you guys are awesome, and I appreciate you. So yeah, that's the end of this video, and I will see you in my next video. And don't forget to do all the things. Follow me on the social medias. Check the description box for that, because it will be down there as well. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I think somebody is coming. What else? I really don't know what I was going to say. I had like a whole thought formed, and then it was just gone. So that's good. Welcome to my life. Empty space. This is just let the seconds keep on ticking by. Okay. So yeah,